This video is going to start a little differently. I'm going to kick things off with a controversial question. Are you someone who stands up for pets, for animals, for man's best friend, or would you rather have a robot dog? Because in this video, we're going to talk about Xiaomi's version. They've launched their own pet, so we're going to react to that video. I'm a huge fan of robots, I always say that, and we've already made several videos about robots here. If money weren't an issue and when the time comes, I'd rather sell my car and buy a robot to take care of my house, make my coffee when I wake up, prepare my breakfast, clean the house, clean the bathroom, and so on. But let's get started here. Go ahead and share your opinion. Let's react. And at the end of the video, if you don't know one of the biggest tech YouTubers, I'll leave his channel for you to subscribe to. It's really worth it. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Man, didn't I already tell you? You can't go around biting people. No. And there's no point in putting your paws up like that to apologize. I'm truly mad because you actually bit the neighbor and now it's definitely going to cause significant trouble. But anyway, jokes aside for a moment. Here I proudly have the brand new CyberDog 2 from Xiaomi, which is their advanced electronic dog, a sophisticated robotic dog, or whatever you might precisely want to call this remarkable creation. And since I know a lot of people are curious, including myself, I used to wonder how these devices work. Hey, calm down, back up, back up, back up. Hey, it's already trained. It is. Since I know a lot of people, myself included, are curious, I used to wonder how it works, what you can actually do with a robotic dog. Xiaomi went ahead and lent me this device for a few days so we could test it out. So here is the CyberDog 2, and let's see what it's capable of. First of all, this is not a dog. As obvious as that may seem, it's good to make it clear, right? Because there's always people who like to criticize, who like to, stir things up in the comments, start some controversy in the comments. I want you to comment which one you prefer. Controversy in the comments. Everyone knows this isn't going to replace a pet. It's not going to replace a real dog. So, with that said, I doubt it. I doubt it, because the videos that go most viral here on the channel are about robot girlfriends, robot companions, robot friends. And if you look at the comments, it's all like, oh, now she won't take my money anymore. Oh, now she'll do what I want, when I want, and from the women too. Oh, that jerk will treat me nicely now. Oh, now he'll remember the special dates. So, you see, it's already happening on both sides. There are already people with virtual girlfriends, robot girlfriends. Whether you agree or not, leave it in the comments. But as for whether it will replace real relationships for some people, yes, it definitely will. Now let's talk about what really matters, which is the technology and everything this device is capable of doing. First, we have here, counting cameras, sensors, and everything else, 19. I was looking at the specifications, and if I'm not mistaken, there are 19 sensors in total. A front camera, this little camera right here on his nose, we can record with it. In a moment, I'm going to record something with it and show you the result. I'm also thinking about going to the mall to have some fun and see how people react when they see a device like this. Here on the lower part, which would be the dog's mouth, we have a lidar sensor and several other sensors, as you can see, which allow it to map out an entire environment. If you take a vacuum cleaner, it has this lidar sensor, so to speak. On the iPad, when you're doing some kind of work like architecture, for example, it also has a lidar sensor. So this lidar sensor is for mapping. That's why your vacuum cleaner, after the first or second time, already knows your house, right? And yeah, it could even be useful for architects, for example, who need to have the floor plan of a house, to have it go around the whole house and create a complete map. But one thing I noticed in this version here is that not all the options are available. To start with, the app is entirely in Chinese. Let me show you. Look, here we have the app completely in Chinese. So it's kind of hard for us to use it and take full advantage of its features. And from what I've been able to, just point your phone with ChatGPT or Gemini at it and it'll translate it for you. Talking to the people at the expo where they introduced it to me, well, this still isn't the final version of the software and everything. So there are some features it's capable of that aren't available yet. But I'll show you what we can do with it for now, okay? The control is done with your phone. You download the Xiaomi app. and you can manage everything from there. And it has a bunch of cool little things it can do. Let me record my phone screen here. You could even use it for security, huh? Do you think it bites? Do you think it barks loudly? It even sends a notification to the police right away, you know? It goes over there, like, makes that big dog growling sound, flashes some lights and lasers if needed, you know,
It even releases a little thing for what? To give an electric shock, call the police and record everything. That would be awesome, huh? That would be awesome, huh? You can even talk through your phone. Get out, thief. Get out, thief.
So it can show up in the corner there, huh? What I'm doing, okay? While I'm working here, you can see on the corner of the screen, the phone display. Look, in this first option, we have the little option to make it lie down, rest, stay in this position. I can click one more time and it will stand up. In this other option here, as you can see, look, it opened up several other options. This is where it does some tricks. Like, for example, look, in this case, shaking its butt. Look, wow, it's slamming the pig on the table there.
When I was a kid, 35 years ago, there was that little dog that did backflips. I wonder if it does that.
Then there's this mode here where it stands up and does little tricks with its hands, right, with its paws. I'm not sure if you can really call them paws. Then there's this mode where it does this little dance with its front part. If I click on this other option, it does, a little wiggle with its back end.
Does it have a destroy the couch mode?
So there are several modes, lots of little games and interactions it can do. The facial recognition, voice recognition, and following the owner features, I wasn't able to use those. I don't even think they're available yet, actually.
Yeah, ideally it's not supposed to be like a video game, right? Ideally, actually, you should kind of let it, you can have control, but you should leave things a bit random, like let its artificial intelligence do whatever it wants, so you don't always know what it's going to do, right? If you just keep controlling it like a video game, then it's not that fun, right? The cool thing is to let it, kind of develop its own personality over time, right? Then some will be more playful, others will be more serious, and so on.
For example, it could serve as a security device, detecting when someone enters your house, so it can kind of alert you. I wasn't able to use that feature. It's probably not available. I didn't. Maybe I don't understand much Chinese to be able to use all of that, okay? But it does have it, and probably soon it will be available. Now, for those of you eager to see me, for example, put a child on top of it, forget it. The maximum weight it can support is about 1 kilo. So there's no point. You won't be able to ride it like a pony. And then...
Oh, but can it pick up food from iFood with the delivery guy out front? It can pick it up, it can go down the elevator, and, it can get your food, right?
What else is there, Gaziel? What else can you do with it? There are some games here that I don't think are a good idea to do with it on the table. This one you can do. Look, which is the paw, give it. There you go. See, this one it does. You can easily do it here on the table. There's this, a little message just popped up here. Look, there's this other one. It gives the other paw. So you have that option. I'm going to do something now that I think is really interesting. This is really cool. It's heavy. Okay, guys? It weighs about 8 kilos. It's not very light. So a little kid can carry it, see? Let me put it here on the rug. Look, I'm going to put it facing the other way, okay? Look, turned over here, oops, it fell. Something happened. It got bumped, right? Someone bumped into it and it fell. And now, what do we do? Guess it. Do you have to go over there and pick it up by hand? You just tap any function here, right? Just so it knows you want to do something. And look at this.
Kind of weird, right? Kind of weird.
The darn thing got up. It got up by itself. Ah, you little rascal. Look, the thing is all scratched up. It's all scratched up because people keep playing with it like this. Tapping, hitting it at the fair. People were high hitting it so that when it falls...
Why do people like to hit robots, right? Anyway, hopefully one day, right, if it really happens, and robots really take over, that they'll slap back, right?
And fight back. So the little guy ended up all scratched. But look at this, man. Look, it gets up so easily, man. So easily that it's really interesting to watch.
Hey, make it bark. It must bark, right? For sure.
So what happens next? Here, I have this normal mode where, as you can see, I'm controlling it just like a video game. Look, just like a video game. I'm controlling it here. I'm doing all of this manually. In fact, it's going over there to see its little brother, its cousin here, which is also a Xiaomi robot vacuum that I have. Look, and by the way, it's already been used, you see? It's all white, man, but it gets a lot of sun. So in this mode here, it's completely manual. I'm controlling it here just like a video game. If I want to change the way it moves, I can do that too. Look, I can, for example, do what? Let me see if I can show you here. It moves sideways too. Look, completely sideways here. See, sideways, 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 and here as well. Let me see if I can make it dance. If I'm not mistaken, it had a mode here that was like a little dance, like a moonwalk. How do you do that here? I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna click this button here, and it's gonna do a little jump. Watch, okay? Look, pay attention. Wait, aren't you gonna jump, dude? Jump, man. You're not gonna jump? This thing is disobedient. Look at that. Shameless. Go on, jump. Boom. That one went to the side, man. Now it went to the other side. There you go. Now it did a little jump forward. Take that. Whoa, look at that. Another one. Oh no, that one.
Oh, I think you have to put it in random mode. Otherwise you can't, or well, you can program it to like do security for your house and you leave it outside. It just keeps watch. Then there's the camera that you can check when you're away. But when it's there, right, it has to like be random. Just do whatever comes to mind, so to speak, right? He sees that you're arriving and he's going to listen. He's going to like recognize your voice and then he'll go over, give you his paw, do a somersault, but it has to be random, right? In my opinion. What's your opinion?
He just jumps.
If money wasn't an issue, would you buy it?
Right there on his own axis. And there are a bunch of other little things, man. There are a bunch of other little things you can do. Look at that. Look, yeah, the little guy really is shameless. Wow, what a show off, man. And what about the ballerina gazelle? Is it possible to do that? And would you look at that? There is. Let me show you guys. Look, that's enough already. That's enough, my boy. That's enough. Okay. Yeah, he got excited, huh? He got excited. Look, check out his little dance. Look at that. Ah, what a shameless little guy. But what I really wanted to show you is the ballerina little guy. Look, he's a classy dancer. Where is it, huh? There was an error here. 300 and something, I don't know. Come on, my boy.
Hey, look, it's flashing red, huh? It's flashing red. It's about to take over, huh?
Yeah, 3013 here. What is that?
It's gonna rebel. It's gonna rebel.
What's happening? I think in this mode, it lowers itself. I'm gonna lift it up now. Let's see if we can activate ballerina mode now. Yeah, I can't get ballerina mode to work, but now I want to show you something. I can see in real time what's happening. I activate this last option here, and look, Mirele over there.
Oh, cool. Security mode, that's nice. Missing a shock mode, right? Gives the guy a shock and make it bark like a pit bull, right? Now it needs to bark, right? Come on. Press the button, it barks, right?
It's filming me. Now I'm going to switch it to myself here. Look, it's filming me now. Buta. The battery is already low, 18%. So maybe that's why I couldn't perform the other movements. I'm going to start recording. There. Now it's recording internally, and later I'll have access to this video. See here, look. I'm interacting here. I'm coming over here, look. Hey, buddy, come over here. Whoa, where are you going, man? Here I am. Look, come on. Do you think it can get past this obstacle? I think it's tough. Let's see. Look, it bumped a little there, but it made it. It bumped, but it made it. Come on, come closer. It's quick. The thing is really quick. Whoa, I almost fell just now. Oh, man. But as you saw, it can easily keep up with me and record. Everything you were just watching now, right, was also with its footage. I'm going to stop recording here. And that's it. But now it's time for me to put it to charge again. Its battery lasts on average about 90 minutes of play. Depending on what you're doing, if you're recording video, if you're doing those jumps, those acrobatics, it'll drain faster. So you need to keep that in mind. But it also charges really quickly. There's a big 240 watt charger they sent along.
I'm curious to know the price, huh? Will they reveal the price?
And it charges in just over an hour. And it's almost at 100% actually.
These days, with $20,000, you can buy a top-of-the-line robot to be your friend, your companion, whatever.
But if you charge it for just 10 or 20 minutes, you already get plenty of playtime out of it. Those first few minutes, it charges extremely fast. But let me put it to charge and try to actually see a bit of people's reactions when they see a device like this, which resembles a dog. Has that look, right? Really like a little dog, but super high tech.
This one's cuter. The Boston Dynamics, one Boston Dynamics is scary, huh?
And don't forget, you watching this video, to click the like button go all out on that like button.
And hit it on my channel too, okay? Subscribe and subscribe to his channel too, Geziels.
And don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, to subscribe and activate the bell to get notifications.
And if you already subscribed, comment below, would you buy it? If you had the money, would you buy it? Do you think it's silly? It's way better to have a dog. Or Boto have a dog and a robot dog.
All right, folks, we've arrived at the mall. But the big question is this. Can this be considered animal cruelty?
Actually, can you walk around with this in the mall? Because, I mean, you can't use a drone here, right?
Look, I've already set it up here to start charging. It's already charging on the way. And as you can see, it's kind of bulky, okay? Carrying it around and everything is a bit tricky. I put it inside this giant cloth bag so it wouldn't get scratched and all, you know?
It would be cool if it could walk around the mall by itself, right? Without the remote control, you know? Otherwise, it's just like a toy car, isn't it? Anyway, let's see here.
This situation is interesting. The real dog was actually a bit bothered by the presence of the robotic dog. I have to admit, I wasn't really expecting that reaction. I thought the little dog wouldn't even care, but that's not really what happened. Actually, it was a mix of fear, wanting to attack, and curiosity.
But that's how small dogs are, right? They bark, you move an inch, and they run away, don't they?
It was a mix of reactions.
If it were a big dog, it would probably try to, try to lick it.
As for the kids, it was already expected that they would love it. But not just the children, the adults did too.
Come on, the dog didn't even bark. Giselle, where is all the barking?
Now, once again, using the dog's own camera with this kind of weird bottom-up view, and this guy's reaction was interesting. He just crouched down and gave the dog's snout a little tap. I think he thought, is this son of a gun filming me?
Yeah, you could have a privacy issue, right? Just like with my Ray-Ban Meta glasses, where people sometimes say, oh, but what if someone is filming? And so on. Man, with a cell phone, anyone can film you without you noticing. It's just that you've gotten used to it. Someone can pretend they're on WhatsApp, then they press a button and they're filming you, right? Anyway, at least the glasses still blink, right? Maybe the dog too somehow blinks so there won't be any privacy issues, right? But comment below, if you had the money, would you buy man's best friend? Or is it better to have a robot companion to keep you company? Or... Anyway, is it better to have Eno? Not to have, right? Humans are better. Anyway, comment below because I want to know. I'll leave a playlist here so you can keep going with me on these topics about robotics, robot friends, and so on. Stick around with me. See you in the next video. See you soon.